Okay, today we're going to talk about Wing Chun walking. So Wing Chun walking. So basically the Wing Chun stance basically starts out like this. Take a nice full deep breath. Expanding lower abdomen, middle lungs, and upper lungs. And then inhale. And then push the balls of the feet into the floor and bring the toes out. And then exhale, relax. And then push the heels into the floor, and then push the heels out. And then another deep breath, inhale. And then exhale, sink. So from here, what we're going to do is simply turn to the side. We're going to simply turn to the side. We're going to have, at this point, we're going to have like 80% of the weight on the back foot, 80 to 90% of the weight on the back foot. So you can lift your front foot up easily and continue the deep breathing with the exercises. So the head is lifted. The adduction, we always have the adduction, sort of like you're holding something in between there as you turn. And make sure that most of your weight is on your back foot. And you can lift your front foot up easily. Continue with the deep breathing. Spine is straight. The pelvis is forward, this way. And so basically, first thing I'm going to show you the Wing Chun slide. So the Wing Chun slide is basically, this is like the boat anchor, and this is like the boat. So when you lift your foot up and you're extended out, and you're going to sink just a little bit on the back foot, and then plant that front foot, that's the boat. This is the anchor. It stays on the ground, like that. And so simply, again, spine is straight, and we lift the foot up, and then bring it out, sink down, plant the front foot, and then pull the anchor with the boat. So you're pulling with the front foot, you're pulling the back foot as it's still on the ground. So keeping the spine straight, the pelvis is also tucked forward, and then you're going to pull. And then drag that back foot. You always want to try and keep the adduction. It's like you're holding a ball in there to lower the center of gravity, and continue with the deep breathing. Okay, so now you've got the basics on the Wing Chun slide stance. So basically it looks like this. And usually when I do two slides, then I do a step. So I do a close-in step. It's a low kick, like so. So when I do 2, 1, 2, I do step in, kick. That's the way I like to practice it. So it gives you the idea that you don't necessarily have to go in on one angle. And so that's the basics of the Wing Chun stance. You always want to be aware of the center of gravity, the Dan Tian, and move from that center rather than moving from the top or your lower parts. And try and move all sort of in one unit. Of course, your base is going to pull you slightly. Always remember to keep the pelvis tucked forward so the lower arch is pushed out. Okay, so now the hand movements. And the hand movements are simply, and I'll face you as we do this. And so remember again, a nice deep breath, inhale, push the toes out, exhale, push the heels out, and then bring the adduction stance in here. I'm going to do the hand movement from this position, then we'll do it from the slide stance. So it's like you're holding a ball. And then the top arm will be sort of level with your shoulder, and the wrists basically stay in the center of the body. Okay? And so basically it's like you're holding a ball. And that's all we're doing. This is like it's stick hands exercise. The sticky hands, whatever, chi hands, whatever you want to call it. We always keep the shoulders back in their sockets rather than forward. Okay? You have more energy flowing at that point. So basically this is the hand movement. So you can alternate the feet in the hands And so basically what you're going to be doing is, so you're here and you're going to be moving your hands like so. Okay, there's no set pattern. You can do, usually I like to do sets of 3. And then that's simply the Wing Chun sliding stance that I do. So normally I do, and you can do your combinations at random, but normally I do 3 sets of 3, and then after I do a couple, I always step in with a kick. So that's your Wing Chun sliding stance with the stick hand movement. And so normally what I like to do is balance the exercise with a relaxed position. So for every active exercise, I like to do balancing exercise for stillness. So it's like the yin and yang, balance the movement with stillness. So you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. So I was trying to have the balance, and I hope you do too. Thank you.